house dates back to the 1850s when it was built by Brian McNamara, who would be my great-great-grandfather. And he built it as a barn for all the livestock he had at the time. And he had 10 kids, and all of them except for Marie, his daughter, immigrated. But Marie married my great grandfather, John Moran, who just comes from up the road here in Bunahowna. And they went on and they raised 10 kids in this house.
How many rooms were in it then?
There was only the one room, where this one big room here, where we have the kitchen and the room below, as we call it. And in the winter time, the livestock would have been down there, and everybody would have been in the one, all in the kitchen, the beds and everything would have been.
And would there have been a door between the two rooms?
There wouldn't have been, no.
Yeah, there were
one continuous room.
But the cattle, the livestock.
Cattle were down there, and sheep were down there in the winter time.
With the human beings.
With the humans up this side.
My God.
Yeah, just to keep them warm during the winter.
Okay.
And then all of John's family immigrated except for Tom, who would be my grandfather. And he moved up here and he added the room above on, and he married Katie Callahan, who would be from Murba. And they went on to raise 10 kids in this house. 8 boys slept up there, 2 girls in the room below with their mum and dad, my granny and granddad, and Mary Mack slept up here.
That's the cause
behind me, which is called the Quillock, which means hag, witch, or wise woman. That's what it means now in Irish.
Or why do they call the room the
room above?
The room the Quillock, if it's called after a hag.
It's after a hag, after the wise woman of the house.
The wise woman.
The wise woman, hag, wise woman. It's also known as a settle bed in the east of the country.
Okay.
There's many names on it.
Right, a settle bed was the thing that came out. It was like a roll-out bed.
No, that's over in Cavan and places like that. Or sorry, over in the east, over in Dublin and places like that. It's known as a settle bed. And you have a little cubby hole up there where great grandmother used to keep her pipes, her doogee.
She smoked.
She smoked the pipe, yeah.
Good. And how comfortable is that bed? You might lie into it, see the.
Well, it's actually quite comfortable. It's many a child has slept on this bed now over the years, and it's quite a comfortable bed.
Could you fit into it now? You could.
I'm a bit too big.
You're a bit too long for it, yeah.
Yeah, a bit too long for it now.
So you've got the dew jeans there as well, have you?
Got the dew jeans now. That's actually her original pipe.
Yeah.
That's a new one there, but that's her original pipe now that Granny used to smoke.
Okay. And you managed to keep it, you did, yeah?
We did manage, yeah. There's a few bits in this house now that are original. That's her penknife for cutting the tobacco as well.
Okay.
This chair is original from the house. That's Granny's chair.
From 1872, is it?
From about 100 years old.
100 years old?
100 years old, that chair is.
Well, it looks like it's made recently, doesn't it?
We got it refurbished there
about,
5 or 6 years ago. It was going bad, so we got it redone. And that's her. It used to be a rocking chair, but she was such a small woman. She was about 4'7". So they chopped the legs off so she could put her feet flat on the ground.
So the legs are shorter, all right, aren't they?
Shorter, all right, yeah. We have her original stick as well. There.
That's her walking stick, yeah?
That's her walking stick. And we have the original Sacred Heart picture up there from this house.
This is it. Yeah. And where's John F. Kennedy? He usually used to go beside that.
He's up here.
You didn't leave him out.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
The house now was done up in 2009 by myself and my father, and it is almost exactly the way my father remembered it back in the 1850s, or the 1950s.
1950s.
The 1950s, yeah.
You have a fireplace there, yeah?
Yeah, the fire's a bit going out a bit now, but with the fireplace, where every couple of times a week we make the bread in the Dutch oven and everything like that.
Is that what it's called, a Dutch oven, is it?
It's known as a Dutch oven, yeah. There's a few other names on it, but I call it a Dutch oven anyway.
So the coals were put underneath that, were they?
Put underneath, and the lid, which is here, was put on top.
Yeah.
And then more coals put on top of the lid, and that's how they cook the bread. And we also do a bit of we do the churning of the butter here as well.
You didn't have a crane, did you, in this house?
No, it was. It's actually chains in there.
Oh, there's a chain in that.
There's a chain in there, that's it there now.
So you can hang that. You can hang the kettle off that.
You get the hooks here as well for it.
Over the fire, okay.
Yeah, over the fire now. So that's actually what it was now.
I suppose they couldn't afford the crane, was it?
Well, probably not.
Probably.
There's no chain hanging from a bar is going
a bar,
across.
yeah.
That's the was now, and so we kept it that way anyway. Yeah. I suppose the crane was handy for bringing it out and everything, but when you couldn't get it, that would do.
And have you any idea how all the kids lay down? Had they beds or were they lying on the floor? Or?
Well, when my father was born and raised in this house, and there was 2 double beds up here, as we know, as a room above.
People can see, yeah.
Yeah. And there would have been.
Oh, it's a fairly big room, yeah.
Yeah, well, there was a double bed up that side and a double bed down this side.
That's only 4.
There was 4 in each bed.
Okay, right.
Tops and toes, tops and feet to toes.
So that's how they fit it in.
There was 8 lads up in this room, and you can see there were fairly short people with the low door.
Well, the doors are very low, aren't they? Yeah. I suppose the furniture is more modern now.
That is, yes. That's.
Yeah.
They were all born in 2009 when we done up the place.
And how did you? What kind of stimulated you to restore it?
Well, in September 2008, my sister passed away, Yvonne, and she always wanted to see this place done up and brought back to living, so it'd be a place for her to come back to, when she was at home, so she could stay and everything like that. And when she died, myself and Dad and Mum and Katrina and Kieran, we decided to do it up in memory of Yvonne, and so that's what we done. We started in February 2009 and we finished it in August.
Of 2009?
And 2009, yeah.
So are you open since that, are you?
No, the cafe is only open 7 weeks now.
Okay.
It's only open 2 months.
So you're very close to the Greenway here?
We're only 200 yards. We
200
built
metres.
the road 3 months ago to connect this cottage to the Greenway.
So your land goes back up to the Greenway, it does?
The land goes all the way up to the Greenway, Cottage, yeah.
And you get many people coming after the Greenway?
About 90% of the people that come into the tea room would be from the Greenway.
From the Greenway?
Cyclists and walkers and things like that, yeah.
Greenway is very busy, is it?
It's really busy. It's absolutely fantastic, especially this year. With the good weather, thank God, it's been very busy. So it's been brilliant now, thank God.
So it has been a good addition to the economy down here, it has?
Personally, I think Newport and Moran would have been on its knees before the Greenway appeared.
So you're glad it came?
We're absolutely delighted around here. I think it's the best addition, the best thing to happen to Mayo for a long, long, long time.